Their sales are down more than 12% year over year as more EV options come into the market.
We want to produce really great vehicles with great features, with all the greater and latest technology. So
all that and more. So let's get to it. TSLA is neither really up or down in the pre-market, currently sitting around $339.67. Looking at the weekly chart, we can tell that Tesla has been flat for about 5 days or so. How long will this reconsolidation phase last for TSLA? Year to date, Tesla is up over 35%. Can the Santa Claus rally send it higher?
President Trump's transition team reportedly looking into getting rid of a $7,500 tax credit for people who buy electric vehicles. And we want to know what that could mean for states where Americans buy a lot of EVs. And Phil LeBeau joins us now with that story. I guess you're in a state like that, Phil. You're in quite a state.
We are, Joe. We're out here in Los Angeles for the LA Auto Show, which is predominantly focused on green vehicles, electric vehicles, hybrids. And the reason is because this state has long been way ahead of the rest of the country in terms of EV adoption.
As California goes, so too will the rest of the United States. Here in Texas, I'm witnessing it firsthand. And while I'm seeing tons and tons of Teslas about, I'm seeing other battery electric vehicles as well.
This year, EVs make up more than 1 out of every 5 vehicles sold in this state. Take a look at what the market share is for EVs out here, 22%. Hybrids, I should point out, they're coming on strong in terms of demand in California. But look at ICE. ICE is now down to just 60% of the vehicle sales here in California. And when you talk about EVs, keep in mind that Tesla has long been the dominant player out here. Obviously, they made vehicles up in the Silicon Valley, still do, that are sold here in this state, and that's a big reason for the momentum that they have here. But their sales are down more than 12% year over year as more EV options come into the market. Still, the Model Y remains the best-selling vehicle, not just best-selling electric vehicle, best-selling vehicle by a wide margin in this state.
On one hand, you have Tesla sales down in California by 12%. I mean, they do make the most of them, and I guess with this economic period for 2024, you might say that the overall industry of automobiles has been down. But still, the Model Y is the best-selling vehicle in the state? I think that says a lot for their sales to be down so much year over year. I wonder what will happen when the macroeconomic pressures ease. You know, a series of interest rate cuts throughout the year of 2025 could be just what the doctor ordered.
Nationwide, Tesla still dominates the EV market, though its market share is now down under 50%. Look at who's number 2 at just over 9%. Hyundai. Why do I point this out? Because Hyundai is going to be unveiling its latest EV model, the Ioniq 9, which will go on sale, full-size electric SUV, go on sale next year. Here in California, Hyundai sales up 3.6 year to date. Jose, we've got the Ioniq 9 behind us, which you just unveiled. Give me some perspective here in terms of when you look at introducing this at a time when there's so much going on. Can this sell as well as you expected if the EV tax credits on a federal level go away or are reduced?
Well, it's a great question, Phil. Well, first, let me tell you that when our company decided to make a big investment in America, we did it during the previous Trump administration. And actually, the announcement of the location, the capacity, the total amount of investment was made before IRA. So we didn't build the plant and the products that we are going to produce in that plant because of any tax or IRA concretely, etc. So therefore, we still believe that the electrification is the right way to go, is the long technology that we think is going to be established. But also we see that on the way, that may be a little bit longer than we all thought, we may need to develop other technologies. This is why in about a year ago, we decided to announce that we would produce in that plant not only EVs, but also hybrids, plug-in hybrids, and even EREVs.
Now I've got a bit of a soft spot for Hyundai. I mean, it was the last vehicle I had before I transitioned to Tesla. 2016 Hyundai Sonata Hybrid. Emphasis on the hybrid. I truly believe that if you step into a hybrid, you are not long for the EV transition. I know it didn't take me all day to recognize the sunshine of not having to stop at a gas station for gas. The thought of charging at home, having a full tank equivalent before I venture out for the day, that was quite appealing to me. And if I did need to stop, I'd prefer not to have the noxious fumes of gasoline. I definitely would prefer a supercharger versus a gasoline pump. Something tells me I won't be alone in coming to that realization.
Does it worry you that Elon Musk, CEO of a competitor, is as close and is as influential as he appears to be with the incoming president?
Well, we have to live with all type of situations in the industry, right? And I think the fact that Elon Musk is so close to Trump probably is good for electric vehicles, not bad. As mentioned, we are not planning our business based on incentives. We want to produce really great vehicles with great features, with all the greater and later technology. So Ioniq 9, so we have just announced this morning, has the biggest space than any other vehicle in that category. We bring to all type of configurations more than 300 miles of range. It's a first time for us NACS available, so 17,000 charges, which are the Tesla charges that you can utilize when you buy this car, plus 30,000 Iona charges. So we bring great acceleration, 0 to 60 in 5 seconds. So all these goodies is what we believe the customers are going to appreciate.
There will be money to be made in hybrids, as long as you're okay with that just being short term. Because Jose knows that the future of transportation will be electric. Question is, does a pivot to hybrids stall your EV plans? Does it siphon away time and resources you could be using to develop better EV technology, improving your infotainment, or even looking into the future of autonomous vehicles? More than likely, the answer to those questions are yes, it does. In many cases, these legacy auto manufacturers can't see far enough through the fog to see the pitfalls of not going all in on battery electric vehicles and ultimately autonomy. A few things there. Yes, Elon's relationship with Trump should be good for battery electric vehicles, if you can figure out how to build them while making a profit. The Ioniq 9 is going to be a full-size SUV, and while the Model X is wonderful, especially if you get that 7-seater, it is a tad bit on the pricier side. So maybe in the future, Tesla could work on a full-size SUV family vehicle that is in more of a price range for normal people. It is less extravagant as the Model X and, quite frankly, more affordable. With almost 10% of the EV market share in the United States, Hyundai looks like a very capable company willing to work with Elon Musk and Tesla to provide their consumers the best experience possible. Will Hyundai be the first legacy auto manufacturer to license FSD? That's all I've got for you today. Be easy. Peace.